This week's 1 hour build off had our competitors build bland 2000s commuter cars and turn them into Spec show cars. All of this in spirit of the recent Mighty Car Mods Too Sexy vs. Too Wisted showdown. Today we're going to take 3 of the very best cars from our recent live stream and we're going to put them through a sequence of Mighty Car Mods inspired competitions here in beamng. Before we begin deciding who is the Spec legend in this group, let's meet our competitors. First up is 1 hour build-off veteran Gemknight, who has built us a family cruiser here that is nearly, I would say nearly, a premium family cruiser, but did score 100 in the family category. It features a 3-liter inline 6 with a longitudinal all-wheel drive setup. That engine makes 231 horsepower at 7,500 RPM, feeding into a 5-speed automatic transmission. This is the kind of car you could see a wealthy businessman handing down to their ungrateful children. Gemknight has transformed this car into Spec show car goodness with a turbocharger, bringing that engine up to 307 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, custom tilted door handles, 6 side pipes, 1 per cylinder, retro style louvers, fender mirrors, with some Goliath 22-inch rims pushed to the very edge of the fenders. Gem's dubbed this car the Dropper, and it's up to you to figure out why. Next up we have Fidus with his City Premium car featuring a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated V8, shoving 130 horsepower at 7,600 RPM through all 4 wheels in a 5-door hatchback featuring a lovely 4-speed automatic transmission. Fidus's method to take this car to auto salon glory is also a turbocharger, making this car make 193 horsepower at 7,400 RPM, installed a 6-speed sequential manual transmission, upped the red line straight up to 10,000 RPM, letting this car really scream and make as much noise as possible through those custom angled rear exit exhausts, and gone through rigorous bodywork to give this car a current and hip Spider-Man theme. Watch out for the beamng STD. Our final competitor comes from Powers 2440, making another family car this time with a 2.0-liter V6 powering just the front wheels, making 132 horsepower at 7,300 RPM, feeding a 5-speed automatic transmission into a 3-door hatchback. This car features an Italian-themed body and really looks like your everyday commuter car. Powers has taken his car to Italian Spec glory, also with a turbocharger, bringing this car up to a staggering 308 horsepower at 7,800 RPM, putting that power through massive 20-inch rims tucked into a body with a wide body conversion that also features 3 piston Brembo front brakes and an aggressive Italian rally car style. Powers here knows all about the Spec scene, and that's why he's given his car the incredibly creative and sexy sounding name of Dave. First challenge is going to be a classic Mighty Car Mods challenge, the Go to Whoa. From 0 to 60 miles an hour, and then back to 0. Whoever does it in the shortest amount of distance wins. All 3 cars are lined up and ready to go. First up is going to be Powers 2440. And now for Fidus's try at the Go to Whoa. Quite a bit shorter of a braking distance than Powers' car, and is the new car on top. Last to go and whoa is Gemknight. And absolutely smashes it. Equally as far from Fiduce's car as Fiduce was from Power's car. Honestly, they're kind of staggered in a orientation here that I did not plan for, but boy, it looks like I was smart. The next competition is a Spec show car Sonic Friday Night Meet special. This is the parking lot obnoxious test, and that is, how obnoxious can your car leave the local car meet? When it comes to Spec cars, one of the most important aspects is how your stance and fitment are. And if you can show up to a car meet and clear every speed bump on the way, then you're going to be laughed right on out of there. So this test is going to put these cars through their paces and see how many speed bumps they hit along the way. Alright, first we're going to start out with Gem Knight. Right along here. That's 1. That's 2. 3. Alright, getting all across these alright. That's 4. 5, 6, 7 on the front there. 8 on the middle. 9 in the middle. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See, about 19 scrapes through there. 19 scrapes. That's pretty rough, pretty rough. Alright, Fiduce, 1, 2. We're clear in the front, actually. Not really 3. Definitely 3 there. 4, 5. Front's clearing very well. 6, 7. Give that 8. It was close. Maybe 9? Yeah, just 9, I think. Actually cleared up pretty well. And Powers, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh geez, this one does not clear at all. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That one scrapes on pretty much everything. That is your Stance Nation champion right there. When it comes to Spec cars, there's really only one thing that matters, and that is causing a sploosh. So this is the sploosh test, which I think will be pretty self-explanatory. All 3 cars are staged up and ready to run down the dam and make a jump into the water, and whoever makes the biggest splash is gonna have the biggest sploosh. Our first competitor to take to the slopes today is Gem Knight, Shyamalan. Ooh, a really nice leap off of the ramp there, but I'm worried about this nosing down, and yep, perfectly nose down into the water, making virtually no splash. And now for Powers. Can he avoid the nose down and get a bigger splash? Ooh, a very nice ramp. High up in the air. But it does tip down to the nose and not much of a splash. It's now time for Verduce's little nugget to take to the ramp, and it's up. It's up. It's going for the belly flop. It's a splash. The Sploosh champion. If there's one thing I know Spec cars are not good at, it's racing. But in the spirit of the Mighty Car Mod's Twisted versus Too Sexy battle, we are going to take all three of these cars out on a short road course on the West Coast track and see how they do. Okay, Verduce's car on track here. First, we got ESC off. This is a flappy pedal car. And away it goes. Pulling to a staggering 10,000 RPM. As we timidly approach this first set of turns. Not bad. Not bad. That's a little understeer. Honestly, though, this is way better than I was expecting out of a Spec car. Just let it rev. It loves to rev. Okay, that's a lot of understeer. That's quite bad. Oh, it's good on the brakes. Not great at the turning. Not a big fan of that. But let's be honest. Does anybody really care how fast the car goes through the turn? No. They only care about how fast it goes in between the turns. In this industry, oh, that's a lot of understeer. Okay. One lap down. Okay, a little bit of a lift off oversteer there. Just screaming away in second gear. We may not look quite as hot shifting our gears with the flappy paddle, but boy, it is easy. Just not a very impressive looking act, it is. Pretty good. Wait for it to turn. Mat that throttle down. That's pretty bad. I tell you what, makes a lot of noise. Revs real high. Makes good turbo noises. Doesn't really feel that fast on a track, I must say. It's a lot of bark and not a lot of bite. Nearly two identical times. Mooking into the wall, 105.397. Not bad. Not that bad. Okay, now in Gem Knight's car here. No ESC on offer. A real manual transmission. And away we go. Who needs ESC anyway? There's nothing sexy about electronic stability control. Those words could be the least sexy group of 3 words in the known universe. So we ain't too worried about that. This car has an interesting handling, I must say. It's weeble-wobbly. It feels... Oh, buddy. If that's not the weirdest slide a car has ever done. It kind of feels like there's a slinky between me and the front wheels. What I tell them to do, they eventually do, just not immediately. 8,000 RPMs of power here. Plenty of understeer on exit. Oh, it's quick though. Very quick. Oh. Tricky to drive. But it's quick. The oversteer on the brakes. It's quite a thing. Oh man. Somebody forgot to put the sport pads on the front of the car. They only got put on the rear. Strategy, you know? Looking for those sexy slides out of it. And it does them. I don't think this lap will be faster. But boy, it sure looked a lot better. A 1:02, actually two nearly identical times. 1:02.815, I think, for the best time. 1:02.815. Power's car does have ESC, but we're turning that off. Real manual transmission. 8,500 RPM of boosted power. Plenty of ability to spin the front tires. Well, let's see if it has the ability to stop itself. Oh, okay. Another Weeble Wobbler. Okay, alright. If Jem's car had a slinky between the steering wheel and the front wheels, this one has a bowl of soup between the front wheels and the wheel. I would believe it if you told me the inputs I was giving the car were being fed to another person that then wrote down those instructions and gave them to the car, and then it responded, because it has no idea what I'm telling it to do. But it's making its way around. At 103, it's gonna have to do better than that. It's actually a 104. You gotta believe that it's eventually gonna turn. It's not gonna give you the impression that it will, but you just have to believe that it will. Oh, buddy. This is better. Not the greatest of brakes. Good power delivery, actually. Pretty smooth. It doesn't feel backyard tuned at all. This is going to be an improvement, but will it be enough? No, it will not be. 103.643. Not too bad. This concludes our Spec 1 Hour Build-Off Championship Challenge Series. And here are the scores. Fadus scores 8 points. Gem Knight scores 11 points. Powers scores 11 points. But in the same way that the Twisted vs. Too Sexy battle was decided, it goes to Pink Slips on the racetrack, and that goes to Gem Knight. Thank you to everybody that competed in this 1 hour build-off for Spec Glory. I hope you all enjoyed. I really did enjoy making this video. It was a lot of fun. Driving these cars was fun. Building a car like this was fun. The Mighty Car Mods Spec series that they did was a lot of fun. Everything here has been great. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Congratulations, Gem. You're a Spec legend.